bit slower, that front seven reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Brady's throw on target to Godwin here. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Brady now to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Falcons are right back in this football game. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. First and 10 now for the Falcons, and Mariota at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
They go play action. Mariota. And his throw is incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee you, quietly he's told them, you don't stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Off the play fake, Mariota. And that is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. They'll go up the middle with White. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. The 40. Past the 20. 10. 5. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Olamide Zaccheaus, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
They go for just 1 here as it's up and good, and that trims the lead down to 9. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Out of bounds.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That good for 19 and a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Brady. They'll swing this out to Fournette. Touchdown! Leonard Fournette. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Buccaneers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Play fake. Mariota sliding out of the pocket. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On play action, Mariota. He's got his man, London, right side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Algier now up the middle. Finding room at midfield. The 30. 10, 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. 61 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year one. And this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there. They'll try and run. This is Williams. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Williams will try again. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
That one didn't get very far. I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. His count on the big guys up front, they scored him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They'll run it with Williams. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
They'll look to run for it with Williams. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Kicking out of bounds.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot. Something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble.